Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Voices of British Orthodoxy. I am, of course, Reader Lazar. Today is the 20th of February, and in what is a very unique episode, for whatever reason, the Celticssaints website is not working, so, hey, I can't actually do today's episode properly, so I guess we still have two entries and a third entry in the group chat, but we will not be able to use Thingy. But if there are any troparia and kontakia, I will go back and add them to the description, but I won't be able to read them. Anyway, our first saint of the day is Saint Bolcan, also known as Olcan, and he is from the 5th century. Saint Bolcan was baptized by Saint Patrick, 17th of March, who sent him to study in Gaul. After his return to Ireland, Saint Patrick consecrated him Bishop of Durcan, which was most likely near Armoy, in Ulster. Saint Bolcan also founded a school in his see, which was one of the most eminent of its day. He reposed circa AD 480. Saint Bolcan, Olcan, baptized by Saint Patrick, Bolcan later became Bishop of Durcan in Ireland, C.480 AD, is the group chat entry. Final entry in the book is... also, he has Troparia. So, Troparion tone 4, Kontakion tone 3. O holy Hierarch Bolcan, thou wast shown to be a faithful shepherd of the church. By prayer and right teaching, thou didst strengthen the flock entrusted to thee. Intercede with Christ our God for the salvation of our souls. Kontakion in tone 3, because this person really likes to use tone 4 and tone 3. As a wise steward for the mysteries of God, thou didst guide the faithful with care, O Holy Father. Pleasing Christ by thy episcopal ministry, intercede with him for those who honour thy holy memory. And our final entry for today is in the book anyway, is Saint Colgan. He's from the 8th century. A renowned abbot of Clonmacnoise, and one of the many of his era called the Wise, Saint Colgan was called the chief scribe of the Irish. He was a friend of Saint Alcuin and venerated even during his lifetime. Some of the prayers he composed are still extant. Saint Colgan reposed circa AD 796. Given that there are no... that's interesting. Apparently there's no saints at the very least in the book tomorrow, so maybe there could be a special. Depends on what comes up in the book group chat and in the group chat and the Celticssaints website. Anyway, Saint Colgan, called the Wise and the chief scribe of the Irish, he was abbot of Clonmacnoise in Offaly in Ireland, C.796 AD. He is credited with the composing the Scopa Devotionis, Besom of Devotion, a collection of fervent prayers and litanies. That's the group chat entry, by the way, and he has a Troparion Kontakia in tone 4. O venerable Father Colgan, thou didst govern the monastery of Clonmacnoise in wisdom. By prayer and ascetic labour, thou didst guide thy brethren in the path of salvation. Intercede with Christ our God for the salvation of our souls. Kontakion in tone 3, adornment with obedience and discernment, thou wast shown to be a faithful abbot, O venerable Father. Pleasing Christ by thy monastic governance, intercede with him for those who honour thy holy memory. Saint Mildred, so there is a bonus entry, but Saint Mildred comes up in... so everywhere else, Saint Mildred comes up in July, but for whatever reason, she's a third entry in the book. So I will technically count it, but I do want to emphasize that this saint is properly commemorated in July. In June or July. Saint Mildred, Mildred, Anglo-Saxon abbess of the Abbey at Minster and Fanet in Kent, C.700 AD. One of 3 daughters of the St. Ermen Burr of Minster and Fanet in England. She succeeded her mother as abbess of Fanet. Her relics were enshrined in Canterbury, and part of them survive. Her life describes her as ever merciful, of easy temper, and tranquil. Her sisters, Saint Mildebur of Mooch, Wenlock, and St. Mildgif are also venerated as saints. May they intercede for us before the righteous judge. I've been Reader Lazar. God bless you all. And Amen.